Greetings. In this video we want to refine a reaction search. So we're going to look up intramolecular Diels autoreactions, and we want to limit this to under microwave conditions. Now we can start in Query Builder, in Quick Search, and we can do a quick search of intramolecular Diels autoreactions under microwave conditions. And what we find is 3,729 reactions, but these are really just for intramolecular Diels autoreactions. We find 10 documents under microwave conditions, but we want to find reactions, not documents. And incidentally, if I had just done the search with intramolecular Diels autoreactions, that is intramolecular, I came up with the same value, 3,729. So I can go edit in Query Builder, and I can see what kind of search was performed, okay? And what Reaxys has done is use a transform here, okay? And incidentally, if you notice, this is a text string, and we're using, it's not a numeric field, and so we're using starts with. Now, what is a transform? Okay, that was one of the first questions I asked when I saw this. And transforms are a way of describing chemical reactions where you sort of make a supramolecule. Now, if you look at a reaction, you can look at it as sort of three areas. You have your reaction center, which comes together in the transition state. Then you have your unchanged groups around it, and then you have your leaving groups. So in this, we could imagine this sort of supramolecule that's built around the transition state, and it has different aspects to it. So up here in blue was your reaction center, and notice that this is coded with Fs. Then you have your atom spheres around it, and then you have your leaving groups. And this is sort of like a layered notation where each of these pipe bars represents a different component. And we have here information on the bond fate, the bond type, the shell, the atom type and hybridization, and material here on the connection table. So what they've done here, and realize this is one long string, and what we've done is we've done like a stemming where we've started with every transform that has this initial part, but all of these can be anything. So this is so if we go back to the search here, we started with this first part that has the Fs, which was in the reaction complex. And incidentally, if we take a quick peek here, we can say that there's around, what, 1,400,000 pages of these transforms. And each of these transforms is associated with one, some are associated with more than one reaction. And there's 15 of these to a page. So there's a huge number of these within Reaxys. And what we're doing is we're looking for all of the ones that start with this part. Now, we want to add to this under microwave conditions, so we can go over to the basic indexes in the RBI, or the reaction basic index. Since we're searching reactions, we don't want to cross-index and use one of the other ones. And now what we want to do is get ones with microwave conditions. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to type microwave, and I could put a star here, or I could use the truncation material, so I could have put a star here, but instead I'm going to do the same as was done earlier. That is, I'm going to go not contains, but starts with. Okay. So what I'm doing here is I'm doing a search. Starts with microwave, and the reason we want to do that is because if I come in here and look, there's lots of things that start with microwave. Okay. You could have microwave apparatus, microwave assisted device, and I want to pick up all of them. Then I want to limit this to 1 to 2 steps, and then I want to do all the transforms that starts with this part of the transform, which defines the intramolecular Diels autoreactions. So I do a quick search, okay, and now I'm finding 76 reactions. And if I and now I could go through this, and I could pick the ones that I'm interested with and export them, and maybe print them out as a PDF. And this is one way of finding reactions under specific conditions. I hope this has been helpful.